On March 28, 1891, the very first international weightlifting competition took place in London, England, and it featured 6 countries and 7 different athletes, and was the beginning of a sport, how athletics is played to this day. Join us as we dive into this iconic moment on Daily Sports History. Welcome to Daily Sports History. I'm Ethan Reese, your guide to a rapid deep dive into sports history every day. Now, the very first international weightlifting competition took place in London over 3 days. Now, we don't know all the specifics as this was really early. 1891, there's very little. There are no pictures. There are no video, no reporters. And all we have to go on was the winners and the people that were there. But we know that the winner of the event was Edward Lawrence Levi, who was a British weightlifter that founded the Amateur Gymnastics Federation in Great Britain. He was also a brewer, a journalist, and a mason, and was also popular in the political community in Britain. He lifted out of the Birmingham Athletic Club, a private club founded in 1866. And later led to the formation of the modern Olympics weightlifting, where they promoted the National Olympian Games, which is a direct predecessor to the modern Olympics. Now, we don't know exactly how much he lifted, but everyone agrees he is the first champion. And between the years 1891 and 1894, he established 14 world weightlifting records. He was actually one of the judges for the very first weightlifting event in the Olympics in 1896. But he was way more than just a weightlifter. He wrote multiple books about health and athletics while helping the Jewish community in Birmingham out of his gymnastics association. He would later retire from weightlifting, but he was still highly involved in the community and would help young weightlifters achieve their goal before passing away in 1932. And is often referred to as the father of British weightlifting. Now, this isn't like the weightlifting we see today, where you try to lift a certain amount of poundage one time, and especially in Olympics, where they do cleans, which is where you lift the weight from the ground over your head. No, what they did is they would alternate repetitions, pressing 56 or 84 pounds in each hand. They didn't use the single bar system we're used to seeing today, as the weights they had were very heavy, and it was about 180 pounds. Most lifters at the time weren't able to lift that over their shoulders or even press it. The most that many could do was just deadlift it, which means picking it up off the ground and setting it back down. I know this number seems very small compared to what we lift today, but you have to understand that lifting back then was more of a hobby than a skill. They didn't know all the physiology we know today, and they weren't really sure about all that was done for lifting. And actually, this first tournament shifted from what they used to do at the circus or vaudeville strongman competitions into a real life competition. But after this, they kept it going every now and then. And in 1896, they actually saw weightlifting emerge in the Olympics as an Olympic sport, giving the sport even more popularity. But after this first weightlifting event, it would be another 7 years before they would hold another one. And that happened in 1898 in Austria, which featured 11 athletes in only 3 countries. But after that event, they would go on to hold the event more regularly. Thank you for listening to today's Daily Sports History. If you enjoyed this, please follow us on our social media. We are just about everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube. Wherever you like to socialize online, we'll be there. Check us out. We put short videos about every topic so you can see who we're talking about every day. And come back tomorrow for more Daily Sports History.